Ecological issues, they affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
Folks, ladies and gentiles, elephants and crocodiles, thank you for joining me this evening. Are you receiving my transmission, folks? If I come in close and come to you as the dude, can you hear me? Give me some feedback, folks. So here we are, oy vey. We are going to cover the Jdubs tapes, a.k.a. the Irish Jdubs. Merry Christmas indeed, folks. Loud and clear. Good, good. We want to make sure this is working, folks. We'll even make sure the other channel is unmuted before we begin. So, here we are. A little early Christmas present. Speaking of Christmas, folks, remember, tomorrow night is the big event, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. An annual event that has become a yearly tradition. We are doing our very Helton Christmas, and oh, what a special Christmas this year. Let me tell you, you're not going to want to miss it. Listen, if you're thinking, if you still got something you have to get for that very special someone, I tell you what, you get their ass over there 11 p.m. tomorrow night. They will be satisfied. So, we are finally going to do our listening session in full of what I'd call the Jdubs tapes. Of course, as I mentioned before, this was brought to our attention by Discord user Mr. Ree. Thank you very much. Everything Nice, the YouTube channel, Theo and company, did a review of this. We listened to a little snippet, and then we listened to about 20-25 minutes, I think. But folks, that's just the tip of the iceberg. This is a very fascinating, a peek into the mind of Jdubs, the character known as Jdubs, a.k.a. John, the Irish Jdubs. Folks, we have everything from admitting eating nails in a mental asylum to get attention, to kicking in a friend's door on his car, and some story about a baseball bat. We're going to get to that, folks. We're going to get to that. It's very interesting, folks. So this takes place many years ago, back in the Stickam days when he went by Jdubs. I believe he was a Christian at the time or something. I'm not even sure. And he had been sexually harassing, and stalking another YouTube user or Stickam user named Adam Lore, to the point that they needed an intervention held by this user, John Paul. You'll hear in this video that Jdubs gives express consent for it to be released publicly. And it has resurfaced many years later. Folks, this is the portrait of a gay stalker. So get your snacks. Let's get the beer. We got little heinies. I already bought the heinies for tomorrow night. So tomorrow's Christmas spectacular, 11 p.m. You're going to want to check that out. Some very, very special clips I have lined up, folks. Trolls of past, present, and we can speculate about Von Helton's future. But for now, get your drinks, get your snacks. Oh yeah, that's pouring good. That's a good pour. Right there, folks. Let's have a little sippy taste of that. Very nice. Very nice, folks. Sit back, relax, and let's have us a little listen to Jdubs versus Adam Lore. Again, most of us have probably heard the first bit of it, but there's much, much more. But we're going to start at the beginning for context. Folks, thank you for joining me.
Oh, but turn the volume up.
Is this better?
That's a little better, yeah.
Okay.
So, Adam, you've been slightly disturbed, you say, by Jdubs contacting you?
Yeah, well, not more than slightly. I've been really disturbed by all of this. It's like gotten out of hand.
What's your side of the story, Jdubs? You basically miss being friends with Adam.
Yeah, I miss being friends with a lot of people. You know, Adam's one of them. You know.
That's your story? Are we recording this, John Paul?
It's kind of weird because John just told me, like, don't talk to Adam, we'll be your friend again, and now we're talking again, so it's, like, weird.
Well, I told Adam some of the things you told me to tell him about, you know, coming out of the closet, and he was pretty shocked. And, yeah, I am recording, Adam, but I won't post anything without, you know, everybody's permission.
Oh.
Well, I don't want to do this conversation unless Jdubs agrees to that we could post this. Otherwise, I don't want to do it, because if it's not public, then he's just gonna fucking sneak around and not agree to what he agrees to.
Wait, what's going on?
Jdubs, Adam's basically saying if you're not okay with us making this conversation public, we need to just terminate the conversation.
Alright. Let's throw it out there then, I guess.
Alright.
Just give Shredder more ammunition to hate on me. I mean, I guess I get called a faggot and a retard daily. I guess let's make it true then, I guess.
Well, I think Adam has told me that there was a genuine misunderstanding when you guys first met in Stickham. Someone told him you were openly gay. Is that right, Adam?
Yep. And
Yeah,
I want to say to anyone watching this, if this does go up, that just to clarify, I am not in any way at all romantically or anything along those lines involved with Jdubs. I never was. I was never interested in that, and we never had anything resembling any kind of romance ever. And the thought of that literally disgusts me and makes me almost want to puke.
Oh.
So I just want to clarify that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, do you think that Jdubs is actually interested in you romantically?
He's completely fucking obsessed. Like, I've blocked him. I've told him to stop contacting me for fucking months. Like, he keeps on contacting me every single day. He'll start new accounts to contact me. He's making videos proclaiming his love. He's contacting you, calling up, crying at fucking 2 in the morning, crying about, oh, why doesn't he love me? And then he's telling you that he wants to fucking ask me out on a date. Yeah, it's fucking disgusting and it's crazy. You have problems, Jdubs. There's something wrong with your mind. Like, you have this delusion in your head that I don't know what the fuck you think, but you have something wrong in your mind going on. Because whatever you think is there is not there.
Okay, well, I'm just saying from an outsider looking in, I know you guys did talk for a long time, and I wonder if anything did happen between the two of you. I mean,
No,
conversations.
absolutely not. No.
All right.
I mean, I'd be interested to hear if Jdubs has anything that he interpreted as some kind of romantic thing. Like, I don't know how he got this crazy idea in his head. He's completely insane.
Where did this
What
start?
the fuck?
J-Dubs?
Where does this idea come from?
Well, let's just ask J-Dub straight up. Do you think about Adam romantically?
Well, I used to really deeply care about him as a friend, and the feelings were very strong. And, thinking about, just the conversations we had in the past, about, about who I am, and I should be honest with myself, and, about the whole sexuality thing,
Well, I never had any inkling that you were anything other than heterosexual myself.
I mean, I feel kind of like a schmuck now. I mean, I guess I should have just kept it to myself. I mean,
Well, I mean, now that we're finally all talking, let's talk about some of the stuff we've had bottled up. Like, J-Dubs does feel like Adam that if he had been there for you when you needed him, maybe you guys never would have had your falling out, and he's really been beating himself up over that. That he feels like he wasn't there for you when you really needed him.
That's true. That is true. He wasn't there. Actually, I've come to Jdubs a few times. Like, basically, to summarize our kind of interaction, which could maybe at some point early on be described as a friendship, but really not much of a friendship for very long because of the way Jdubs acts. I think everybody's familiar with this. But basically, it was more like a therapy session where I was actually concerned that he was suicidal, and I was trying to talk him through some of that. But basically, it came up where Jdubs told me that he's not.
K.E. Poles donated $10. Thank you for your efforts.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Suicidal. He told me that he uses that as a way to manipulate people, and he made that up basically to get attention. And he told me, I'm not going to go into all these details of what he said because some of it's, his own personal business. But he did tell me personal stories about when specific things he would do to control people that were suicidal gestures and things. And after this conversation, which was our last conversation, like, I realized that it was all just an act. And that completely changes everything. The whole point of me talking with him was that I was concerned about his well-being. But when you tell me that you're lying and it was all an act, I don't want to have anything to do with you. Like, you're a sociopath. Like, who does that?
Well, I can tell you from I know J-Dubs pretty well at this point, and your words right now, I'm sure, are hitting him really hard, and it's going to be deeply affected by him. And I really don't know what to do, because I want to help him. And he tells me about how depressed he is, and I don't think it's all an act. I think a lot of it is real. But I don't know if he has these extreme up and downs. So I think he really needs medication, personally.
Jdubs, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, do you recall telling me these things about how you made these things up? You acted like you were suicidal to control people, this type of thing. Do you remember the conversation I'm talking about? Of course you remember it, because you're completely obsessed with me, and you're fucking out of your mind. Like, there's no way you could forget this conversation. It's like the biggest deal of your life, because this is the last time you ever fucking talked to me. So, Why don't you just admit that it's all an act, tell the public what you told me, and just clear the air about it? And stop fucking stalking me.
It's all an act. It's all an act, you know? My whole life is an act. Mm-hmm.
Adam, you saw the video Jdubs made to you?
Yeah, I did. God. After I told him every freaking time, he kept on contacting me. I kept telling him, leave me alone. I don't want to have anything to do with you. Stop contacting me. You're harassing me. Stop stalking me. Stop. Stop contacting me. No. Leave me alone. He fucking sends me a fucking video proclaiming his love to me and lying about shit. Like saying that you sent me all this money, which is a lie.
Is there anything...
So Jdubs, you're not going to talk about the things that you told me where you said that.
I don't remember. Can you just tell the public? I don't care if it's personal. Just tell it. I don't give a fuck. Shredder will love it. Shredder will love it.
How convenient that you don't remember.
He'll make videos of it. It'll be hours long. It'll be a movie.
Okay, tell me about the incident with the nails.
Nails. It was in a mental.
And why you did it.
I was in Children's Snyder's Hospital in Queens, New York, and I guess I dug nails out of the walls and I just swallowed them.
But why did you do that? What did you tell me the reason for doing that was?
Because I wanted to die?
No, you're lying right now. What did you tell me the actual reason for you doing that was? You told me that you knew that wouldn't kill you. And you told me that the reason you did that was to what? What was your motive? What were you trying to do by doing that?
I was my fucking mind when I was speaking to you, but I don't remember what I said. What did I say that I did it for?
Oh my God, you're lying right now. You told me that you
to get me out or something. Did I say to get the doctor to get me manipulate the doctor to get me out of there? Or?
Yeah, to manipulate the doctor, to control him, to get him to do what you want. You knew it wouldn't do anything to you, and you did a suicidal gesture to manipulate him to do what you want, to control him. And you told me about other incidences where you did suicidal gestures where you had no intention of actually killing yourself.
I was in a mental institution where they would fucking tie me to a fucking bed and shoot needles in my arms and do tests on me and shit. Of course I fucking swallowed needles because I wanted to fucking get out of there and do something about it. I mean, why would you?
So you use.
Die.
Okay, so Jdubs, can you answer this question, please? Do you use pretend suicidal gestures to manipulate people? Do you pretend to be suicidal to manipulate people? You've already answered that question, but just say yes.
I guess I do, sure. I don't know.
Okay. Now, in our last conversation, you told me that you're not suicidal and you're never going to kill yourself, and you only say that you are to control people and to get them to pay attention to you. Okay, you told me that.
I think
now whether you're gonna admit it is another thing.
I mean, I tell you all the time, I'm a coward. I mean, I don't know what I would do. I mean, I try to do it. I mean, I try to kill myself. Do you want that to be in the world? So some guy to come to my house?
No, you haven't, though.
Fine, I don't care.
You're lying.
I mean, yeah.
You haven't tried to kill yourself. You lied about that.
You
told me that you haven't.
I have marks in my arms where I cut my wrists where blood came out.
Well, he did tell me, Adam, that the nurse had to, I won't go into too much detail, but after the nail incident, that, they had to, you can figure it out.
Yeah, they had to go through the fecal matter to see if the nails came out, yeah.
Well, that's disgusting, but my point is, Jdubs, you are doing suicidal gestures which are in no way actually a harm to your life. Like, you're doing things that are for attention, and you're doing it to manipulate people. There's a huge difference between that and actually being at risk of killing yourself.
Okay, so I know you, I know John Paul, and I know my mother and my sisters. I don't know who I'm manipulating. You? I'm manipulating you?
Yeah, the whole time I've known you, you've manipulated me with your bullshit lies and
Boy.
threats, your false threats. Oh, in Stickam, you pretended like you were going to hang yourself in front of a whole like a whole public audience of people. You got a rope out and you were gonna. Oh, you better pay attention to me and do what I say, or else I'm gonna hang myself on camera.
You got a
Adam, you're telling me in the room that I was a piece of shit and I was no good. I mean, what do you want me to say to you? I mean, when you say something like that to someone, what do you want me to respond with, like, happiness and flowers?
Well,
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Adam,
I don't know, remember what was going on in the room because that's such a long time ago. But you were being really, like, obtuse and really, I don't know if you didn't have your morning coffee yet or something, but you were really hateful in that room.
So a reasonable reaction to that is to act like you're going to kill yourself in front of everybody to make a point.
It wasn't a good night.
Is that what you're saying?
I guess it wasn't a good night.
did he look like he was serious, Adam?
Yeah, I was trying to get a hold. There's no one to contact. I was trying to get a hold of whoever runs Stickam. Like he was actually on camera with. I think it was a thick orange extension cord. It wasn't a rope, but he was acting out like he was actually going to hang himself on camera that night.
Oh my God.
And he did this as an act to get attention, to manipulate people. He admits this after the fact. He's admitted this to me. He was never planning on killing himself. He's never tried to actually kill himself. He only does things like that to get attention and to manipulate people. Like the thing is that I don't think I'm making this clear enough is that is what he explained. That's how he describes it. He describes it as manipulation. Like that's how he explained it to me.
Well, he's never told me that. I'll just throw that out there. He's never said that to me.
Well, in our last conversation, that is like we talked about this for a long time, and he gave me all these examples of times that he did this. And he told me, and I was relieved. I was like, God, I'm glad that you're not suicidal. Like, that's good, but like, that really changes completely how I think about you. That you would do that.
Well, would you at least accept that he most likely suffers from depression?
Yeah, sure. I don't think he's at risk of actually killing himself, though.
I hope not, because it still gets to me when he tells me that, when he says he doesn't want to live anymore, that really messes with my head.
Right, but what does he always say? Oh, I don't really mean that. I'm just using that as a way to express that I feel shitty, On a scale from 1 to 10, I asked him how, do you remember this, Jdubs? From the scale from 1 to 10, what is unbearable for you? What's the worst thing that just makes you want to die? I know you remember this.
I'm a bit of a pussy faggot. I mean, that's like our nickname for me, so, I mean, it's like a 6. It was like a 6, wasn't it?
Nickname.
It was...
I don't know.
It was lower than a 6. It was lower than a 6.
It was lower than a 6? I don't remember.
Oh my God.
I know Jdubs would call Adam things, but I didn't know Adam had nicknames for Jdubs.
Yeah, pussy faggot, I think is his. Pussy faggot. Or what is it? Bigot faggot? Or something like that? Pussy faggot, bigot faggot? Bigot faggot, that's what it is. I'm a bigot and I'm a self-hating faggot or something.
Okay, so this is an example of one of Jdubs' weird things that he gets in his head, like this delusion, where he has this idea that I have this nickname for him, that he just invented, like he invented this. Like this is his nickname that I always call him, Like, what the fuck are you talking about? No, I don't. You're fucking crazy. You're fucking crazy, dude. I've never called you bigot faggot as like some nickname. You invented that.
Alright, whatever.
But you have said you would often call him gay, though, right? Essentially.
Well, I thought he was, like, when I first met Jdubs and Stickam, I was told that he was gay for a long time, and I thought that he was. And the way, how he talks with that lisp, and stuff, and just he seems very gay, so I always just assumed that it was true. And then he's constantly calling me sexy and sexy beast, and and I tell him, don't fucking call me that. That pisses me off.
Beautiful.
And he's telling me how beautiful I am. It's like, don't fucking do that. You're sick. Like, get the fuck out of my face with that. You know, I don't want to hear that from you. You fucking... That's unwelcome. That's unwanted.
Jdubs, did Adam ever do anything to make you think he wanted to be talked to like that?
I don't know. That's just who I am. I just, I express myself in a weird way, I guess. I don't know. I say that to everyone, I say, we were talking on the phone with Shredder yesterday, and I answered the phone, "Hey, beautiful," didn't I? I mean, that's just what I say.
Okay, but Jdubs, for normal people, if I call someone,
I'm not normal.
Well, listen. Quit interrupting. If I call someone a sexy beast, "Hey, how's it going? You sexy beast," and they say, "Listen, that drives me crazy. I hate that. Don't fucking call me that ever. That's unwanted and unwelcome. Don't ever call me that. That is not okay. It makes me uncomfortable, and I don't want to fucking be around you when you say that to me. If somebody says that to you, why do you continuously keep saying it?" It's called harassment.
You're right.
And you have this fucking thought, this idea in your head that you could ask me out on a date? Like, what the fuck is your problem? Get that out of your head. Why did you say that to John Paul? That, I think I'm going to ask Adam out on a date, and I'm going to come out and ask him on a date. I've always made it clear that I want nothing to do with you in that way.
What could Adam have possibly said to give you that impression, Jdubs?
I don't know, that he talks to me. He's a friend, and I mean, look at this. I mean, we haven't talked in like a month, and now he's back talking to me. I thought maybe there was something more. I don't know.
But Jdubs, I've always made it plainly crystal clear that there is not something more, and you fucking disgust me when you bring up things like that. I've always made that clear with you. Always. Do you understand that at this point?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well, you fucking need to be put in a fucking hospital or something. You need to be locked up for the rest of your life. There's something seriously wrong with you. You are a dangerous person. Like, the things that you've told me that I haven't brought up scare me.
Thanks.
The things that you told me, like, that you have done to people, that scares me. That you're obsessed with me, you're stalking me, and you've done these crazy things. Like, what am I supposed to think of that?
Yeah, I'm a horrible person. I had never denied that. I never denied that.
Are you sure, Adam, you can characterize it as stalking? I mean, has it gone to that point?
I don't know technically what stalking is, but I feel like it's to a point where if you don't stop doing what you're doing, it is to a point where it's over the line. Like, you're not just being annoying, you're taking it too fucking far. You're contacting me in every way imaginable after I'm making it clear that I don't want to be contacted by you.
All right. Okay.
I think what Jdubs wants is to just somehow get back to where you guys were before your falling out.
Well, that's never going to happen because before our falling out, I was concerned about him because he was lying and manipulating me, like I already explained. Once he told me that it was all a facade and it was all a lie, what is there? I'm not concerned about him anymore. Like, that's the main reason why we were talking is because he basically would call me up and fucking cry and freak out and have basically what were therapy sessions, and I was trying to talk him out of killing himself, which was all an act to get my attention.
I was under the impression that he provided therapy to you at times too, though.
No. I've come to him a few times where I was feeling really depressed and I was feeling actually suicidal, and he encouraged me to kill myself. He's apologized for this at this point, but he did not help me. He was an asshole. He was mean to me, and he encouraged me to end my life. So, yeah, no, you have, Jdubs, you have not helped me, and you know that. And you talk about that you haven't helped me.
Yeah, I failed you, yeah. I'm sorry, yeah.
What was going through your head, though, Jdubs, when you suggested Adam kill himself? I mean, did you try to help him, though? I mean, were there other occasions where you did try to help him?
I understand, he was telling me, I don't know, I don't remember exactly the situation. I know there was something about a woman. I don't remember the whole thing, but, I've been there. I've been in those places that he's been in. I know how it feels like, I was just saying that, I don't know, maybe someone, I don't see suicide as a bad thing. I don't, if life is so horrible, then maybe, it's better to go on, or, to the next life or whatever, it just, maybe that's why I shouldn't be a therapist. I don't know. I feel like such a schmuck now, I feel kind of uncomfortable, really.
Well, that should make you feel uncomfortable. So that's good. And you are a schmuck, so yeah.
I had just been under the impression that Jdubs had, in addition to the things he did wrong, that he had done some good things for you too, though.
Like what? Steal money from his mom? Like, what did you do? What did you ever do for me? You say in your video that you gave me money when I was in need. You helped me out. That's bullshit. Like, I asked you to send me $1 so I can check and see if my PayPal account works, and you stole money from your mom and sent me like $25.
You told me, but I asked you what could make you feel better that day, and you said $500, and I said,
No, you're combining two different things. That was a different time when I said that I needed money for my rent, and that was bumming me out, and you thought I was asking you for money, and you offered to steal money from your mom and send it to me, and I talked you out of that because that's fucking a stupid idea, and I don't need you to steal money to pay my bills. I can figure it out. I was just saying that's what is the problem right now. I need to figure that out. You're not in reality. Man.
I guess not, yeah. I'm not in reality, yeah.
So what did you ever do? What did you ever do that you say, oh, I helped you out? You never helped me out.
Guess I didn't help you out, I guess.
Where do you get this idea that we're like best friends or something? Like, we were never best friends. Where do you get these ideas? You're like completely delusional.
I can tell you, Adam, for the past month, he's been really super bummed out about losing you as a friend.
But then again, I didn't have him as a friend, apparently, so I guess there was nothing to lose.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying we were never friends, but you act like we were like the best friends of all time or something, and you've just lost this huge friend. Like, are you really that pathetic in your life that I'm like, me, like the way that we interacted, that's your best friend that you lost?
Pretty much. I don't have no one in my life. I don't have no one in real life that I talk to. I talk to John. That's it. That's all I have left. I don't know one else in my life.
Like, we rarely ever talked as normal friends talk, just about, hey, how's it going? Shooting the shit. Like, you always just came to me with your emotional problems. Oh, someone, flagged my video, or people are calling me fat on YouTube, and you just cry about it for 2 hours. Like, that's not a friendship.
I'm sorry. I thought I could rely on you more, I guess. I don't know. I thought you were, I don't know, the type of person where I could just, be honest to and tell you what I was thinking at the time, and I don't feel that way with a lot of people, so I don't know.
Well, Adam seems like an extremely sympathetic person to me. I think what Adam's saying is that it got to be excessive.
It sure did, yes, that is correct. And Jdubs, you're like that with everyone. Like when you went into Stickam in Brett Keene's rooms and stuff, and Sister Sunshine's room, that's all you would ever do to everyone. You would always just cry and complain about how supposedly depressed you were.
I didn't do that all. If there was like no one in the room, I would do that. Like if there was like 20 people in the room, that's not something I would do. That's just not who I am. I'm shy.
Well, that's not true. You have done that, but you.
If it was just like
Hot
Poo in the room, if it was Hot Poo and Sharpie or just Sister Sunshine and you, yeah, I would open up. But I wouldn't do that in a fucking whole room of people. That's
but
not.
Okay, but this is what I'm trying to say is you say it's like opening up in some special, like there's something special between you and who you open up with, when really in your videos, in your interactions with everyone, this is how you always are. So there's not something special between me and you. There never was. It's a delusion in your mind, and you need to get rid of it, and you're driving me crazy with this.
All right. I'm sorry. I'll go. I don't want to bother you anymore, Adam.
Okay, please stop sending me friends requests. Stop commenting on other people's videos at me. Stop asking John Paul to, why doesn't he love me anymore and all this stuff. Stop fucking making videos about me. All that stuff. Just stop fucking contacting.
Okay. I get it. Okay. Okay. All right.
Any final thoughts, John Paul?
Well, let me try to do this. This is a completely fucked up situation. And as usual, I haven't resolved a damn thing. And I'm disappointed. I'm just a little disappointed that Jdubs hasn't taken this opportunity. He's been talking about talking to you for a month now. He doesn't have much to say. This is your chance to talk to Adam, Jdubs.
Yeah, what the fuck do you have to say? You've been freaking out about I'm not talking to you this whole time. Now that I'm talking to you, what do you have to say to me? That I let you down? I'm unreliable?
No, you're not unreliable. I enjoy your company. I enjoy being able to talk to you on Skype and, have conversations with you. I just feel like there's something missing without talking to you. I feel uncomfortable.
Okay, well...
Besides not talking to you, is there anything else I can do?
Like you mean in general?
In general, to make you feel better about the situation.
Get the fuck off of YouTube. Go do something with your life. Go get a job. Go fucking actually have a real friend in real life. Yeah. Stop going around flagging people's videos and just devoting your entire life to internet drama and go actually do something.
Wish, it'd be nice. I second that. Second.
Do us all a favor and fucking just go away. Go do something in the real world where we don't have to deal with your fucking manipulative, melodramatic bullshit all the time.
Alright, Adam. I'll do that. I'll stop. I'll close the YouTube channel again, I guess, that I just got.
Start another one, and start another one.
I think one of the things is we got to break this pattern.
Yeah, break the pattern. That's me, Mr. Pattern.
Alright, guys, well...
What channel is this going on? Is John's actual channel, or is this on an actual channel?
I'm not going to do anything with it tonight. I'm going to review it first, but I was hoping there could be some kind of resolution. I'm just really kind of shocked you don't have more to say, Jdubs, because you had been wanting to talk to Adam for like a month now.
Well, just... I mean, I just got scolded at. I mean, I just got browbeaten. So it's, I just, don't feel like opening up at the moment. It's like how you house train a dog and the dog shits in the carpet and you grab the dog and you rub his face in it to make him not do it again. That's like basically what you did. You like grabbed me and rubbed my face in the shit, and now I'm like, house trained or something, Like, I don't know if that analogy works, but well, I pretend. I live in La La Land anyway, so.
I would definitely say Adam's kind of adopted a sort of tough love attitude towards you at this point.
It's a love-hate thing because I hate it. I actually absolutely hate when he does that. But it's like I can't get away from it. It's like I keep coming back to it. So there's something to it.
Jdubs, that's not okay though. Do you understand that you cannot? It's not love. I do not have love for you. I fucking despise you, and I don't want you fucking contacting me.
Well, that's what, that's like what my father used to say, and I used to go back to my father all the time.
Yeah, but that's your father. That's the person who... What the fuck is wrong with you? That's your father. I'm not related to you. I'm not your friend. I'm not your fucking fuck buddy. No. Just stop. You still have this stupid fucking idea in your head that we're buds or something. No.
Alright, we're not buds. Yeah, okay. We're not niggas, I guess. Alright. Shit.
Like, oh, it's a love-hate. I always come back to Adam. No, you don't fucking stop coming back to me. Do you understand?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
You can't contact me. Quit. Just fucking leave me alone. That's the whole point of this conversation. Leave me the fuck alone.
Can we get a phone of you?
What can I do for you to fucking leave me alone and stop stalking and harassing me?
Let me just ask you this, Jdubs. Do you plan to keep trying to contact Adam on a regular basis?
Maybe not on a regular basis, but
don't contact me at all.
I thought the door was open a crack. What happened? Is the door open a crack or not?
No, it's not. How the fuck do you think the door is open a crack? Seriously.
Because John sent me
a message
saying there was a crack in the door and I could get in or something. What? Is that not true?
You think you're going to get in my crack? What the fuck is in your head? You are a delusional freak. Like, what the fuck is wrong with your brain? Do you actually think, after this conversation, how clear do I have to be? Don't contact me. No, there's not a crack.
Is there a wedge? Is there a little bit? Nothing. Not even like a mouse hole in the hole in the wall. Not even in that.
Adam, he's referring to the... Before we started talking, you had said... You had said if he doesn't stop contacting me, he'll never have a chance to talk to me as a friend ever again, implying that, maybe if he stops, there could be a chance later on.
Right, but basically, he is not stopping, and I've given him a chance. And that was bullshit, because I'm not going to tell him I will never talk to... I wasn't going to tell him that at that point. But it's to a point where it's just like, I'm fucking fed up with this. I don't think anyone listening to this, if this goes up, is going to understand how fucking annoying it is to be contacted basically every single day by this fat, disgusting, pathetic freak who is like obsessed with you, who wants to go out on a date with you, who thinks that you're like the most special close friend of them in their whole life, and like you have a special romantic relationship or something. It's like seriously driving me, it's like stressing me out. Like, it's not like a joke. It's not like, oh, a mouse hole wedge joke. It's a fucking problem, and you need to stop. It's a serious problem. Jdubs, do you understand that you need to fucking stop?
Serious business, yeah.
Well, Jdubs, I mean, I'm still a little unclear. do you actually want some kind of romantic relationship with Adam? I mean, is that something you actually actively wanted, or not?
I'm sorry, I'm trying not to laugh.
Thanks. Well, I mean, when you tell a person that you're a disgusting person and you're fat and horrible, yeah, I guess not now. No.
It's not the first time I've said that to you. I told you from day one, don't try to come on to me. You disgust me. When's it gonna click in your head? That no doesn't mean maybe. No doesn't mean there's there's a crack in the door, and maybe, you have some chance of asking me out on a date. Like, no. What the fuck is wrong with you? No. Go away.
Maybe there's an element of masochism in here. Maybe Jdubs likes this.
Obviously he does. He doesn't care if it's negative or positive attention. He just wants attention.
I do, for the record, I prefer positive attention on negative. It's just for the record. For the court record, whatever record there is, or recording record, prefer positive.
Let me ask you this, Jdubs.
Yeah, John, what's up? What's going on?
Do you love Adam Lore?
Sure, I absolutely do. I love him, yeah. I think he's a great guy.
Are you in love with him?
I mean, I enjoy hanging out with him. I enjoy talking to him. I enjoy his music. I enjoy the art he does. I always appreciated that stuff with him. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, sure.
Why don't you just answer the question honestly instead of giving your fake answers? Like, you change the subject.
Well, you are your work, and I do love your work,
John Paul asks you, are you in love with Adam Lore?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
That's fucking disturbing to me, John. Like, why? John Paul, sorry, since you're both Johns. Like, what the fuck? What can I do at this point?
I don't know. It seems like the only thing you can do is pretty much crush the glimmer of hope he has that, maybe something will happen.
But he's always known that he never had anything resembling any kind of chance. Like, that's not even in the realm of possibility.
See, that's where I'm in the dark, because I don't know what went on between you two.
Nothing. It's not like there was some secret, thing that I'm not talking about. No, there wasn't ever anything. Ever. It's like there's seriously something wrong with this man's head where he has this idea in his head. And even though I'm flat out telling him, leave me the fuck alone. I hate you. I seriously fucking hate you, Jdubs. Like, I hate you more than pretty much just about anyone. You fucking annoy the fuck out of me. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I hate what you do to people. I hate that you're harassing me like this. Like, what else do I have to fucking do to make it more clear? Well, there never was a chance. There never would be a chance. I would never even think of a chance.
But what if Jdubs persists? I mean, do you think at some point you'll just, you'll finally just, give in to him and maybe make the best of things?
How is that even a question, John? You're joking. That's not even a question.
Oh, answer the question.
Absolutely not.
But look,
absolutely not.
He's been contacting you nonstop, so that the strategy might be to just kind of wear you down.
Well, I don't know what the fuck to do, because, okay, on YouTube, if you block somebody, they can still contact you. He can still John, if I leave a comment on your video, Jdubs can just comment on that and talk to me. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I hate that too. I have to admit, that is stupid.
You do that all the time, though, Jdubs, you fucking asshole. Like, what do you mean, oh, that's so stupid? You fucking do that to me all the time. You go look on other people's videos until you find a comment I left, and you use that as a way to talk to me about things that are unrelated to the video. You have a serious fucking problem. You're sick.
Let me ask you this, though, Adam. If Jdubs promised to leave you completely alone for the rest of your life, not contact you in any way, if the two of you could just go out on one date, be willing to do it?
No, absolutely not. And that's not even a real question.
I live 3,000 miles from him. Is it a virtual reality date or something?
Would you have a Skype date with him?
Absolutely not. Never. Never.
I'd take you to a nice kosher restaurant.
I would literally kill myself before I would even. If I would kill myself before that, and I'm not talking about like in a symbolic way. I would rather. I would rather do pretty much just about anything than have to fucking go through with that. That's disgusting. That's like the worst possible thing I can imagine.
Wow. No wonder I have such bad image of myself. It's like everyone else thinks I'm a horrible person. Of course I do. Damn.
How the fuck can you have this idea in your head? Oh, I think I'm going to come out of the closet today and ask Adam Lore out on a date. Like, how is that even a thought in your fucking head? Seriously.
I'm fucking the head.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Fucking the head, yeah.
Do you realize at this point that you are fucking completely delusional about this?
I mean, I think I am because I don't think I'm technically homosexual, so I don't know. It might be special case for you or something.
You're not technically homosexual, but you are. Okay, all right, whatever. So you don't think that you're gay, but you want to go out on a date with me, and you're completely infatuated with me. You won't fucking leave me alone. And you want to fuck Tom Cruise, but you're not.
What?
I'll admit, I mean, Tom Cruise, he has a lot of money. And if he came in, I mean, he's a private jet, for God's sakes. I mean, of course, you know.
Well, who would you...
I would spend the night with... I think I made a video about that. I would spend the night with Tom Cruise for a jet plane. Definitely.
Oh, boy. I don't know, Adam. I think one way we could resolve this, though, if you would just give in just one night.
Shut the fuck up, John. Oh my God! Absolutely not. That's not like I don't even think that's funny anymore. Like I think it is funny because it's so.
Not even a 30-minute.
It's so unrealistic.
A 30-minute Skype date.
No.
Okay.
Never.
Again. Okay.
Now, if you could set me up with, say, Venom paying X or something, you know, maybe I would go for something like that.
Oh.
But I don't. That's one thing too. I want to clarify.
That's
it's not that
horrible. You would take Venom paying X. You would take Venom paying X over me.
Okay, listen. See, I'm not even gonna. Okay, I want to make this clear. Is that it's not that I'm being homophobic or something. I would date a guy. It's just that. Not Jdubs. Jdubs is the lowest, most lowly scum. He's a sociopathic, disgusting freak. He's disgusting.
And yeah, he should be euthanized.
He's petty.
Huh?
He's petty. He's manipulative. He's not
vindictive, condescending, facetious. Yeah, throw out
not physically attractive at all. To anyone.
It's true. It is true. I'm not attracted to anyone. That's true. Yeah.
Oh my God.
In high school, I was a little better, though. Actually, I mean, in high school, I wasn't like the slob that I was now.
So okay, Jdubs, I need you to say that you're gonna actually stop fucking contacting me. Seriously. You need to agree to that.
Alright, I guess I need to do it.
No, it's not. Like, I'm not just joking around. You really actually need to
What,
be
some
serious
sheriff
about
is
it.
gonna come to the door, hand me papers, saying I can't do it anymore or something? Whatever.
Come on.
Oh.
Commit to it that you're actually going to fucking stop.
I'll commit to it when a papers gets served to my house. How about that?
So you won't honor Adam's request?
Adam sincerely really doesn't ever again in a million years ever want me to contact him again.
Correct.
That's hateful, huh? I mean...
Yes, it's hateful. I fucking hate you. Jdubs, I fucking hate you. I detest you. Go away. Leave me the fuck alone for the rest of your or mine, for eternity. Never fucking contact me ever again. I don't want to have anything to do with you. Why would you even want to contact me after that point? Leave me the fuck alone. I'm not going to go on a date with you. I don't want to talk to you. Go away. Stop harassing me.
I know Jdubs well enough, Adam, to know he's going to be hearing those words you just said to him. He's going to be hearing those words in his head for the next few days.
Good. I hope he actually considers them. I want him to get this idea out of his head that we're like best friends or something. That he can just comment on my videos. Oh, haha, yeah. Like, he leaves these fucking annoying comments as if we're like buddies or something. After I just now told him, leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to have anything to do with you. Go away. I hate you. Just the way everyone else hates you. The way that people hate you, Jdubs, is for a reason. You're a fucking detestable person. You are unwanted and unwelcome. Leave me the fuck alone.
I'm sorry this conversation got this brutal.
What would you do, John? What would you do if you were being harassed like this? I mean, you are being harassed in a way because, I mean, this person is coming to you to get a hold of me and calling you up on your own home phone and crying to you at 2 a.m. Like, you are caught up in this.
Well,
what can be done?
I don't know.
I mean, just say if John Paul, if you don't want to talk to me either, I would understand.
Yeah, I don't want to be the one responsible for pushing you over the edge, so I'm not going to do that. I don't know what the answer is. I do think you need medication for sure. I think you might really be bipolar. I know you're hurting right now because I know what it's like to have a crush on somebody and then be crushed by that person.
What makes it worse is he's laughing about it. It's like, oh.
That's how much of a fucking joke it is. Like, I wouldn't even take that serious. I can't, like, me and John, when you said that, we thought you were joking. We were laughing about it. We thought you were joking.
I did think
because it's that far out of the realm of reality. You're gonna come out of the closet and ask me out on a date. Oh my god.
When
I fucking hate you, you are blocked. I will not talk to you. I'm like telling you, leave me the fuck alone. Don't contact me. And you think it's a reasonable thing that you could ask me out. There's something wrong with your head.
Yeah. There is. Yeah.
Well, again, I think, I'm not trying to be funny here, I think he really is, either intentionally or unintentionally, trying to wear you down, like a siege.
No pun intended. You gotta choose those words better, John. Oh, this is rough. Oh.
Do you think you have it within yourself, Jdubs, to let Adam go?
I don't know. I don't think I have it in me.
Even if it hurts, do you think you can let him go because that's the right thing to do?
I've never been one to do the right thing.
You could start now.
Change, turn over a new leaf.
Yeah.
Should we start taking bets about how long it lasts? Just got 1 week.
I think we should start taking bets how long it'll be before you contact Adam again.
Right, yeah.
John Paul, the thing is, I don't think that this person, I don't even want to say his name anymore. I'm fed up with just the way he's joking about this. Is how fucking horrible this makes a person look. Think of how fucking, if you're in this person's shoes, John Paul, think of how pathetic and horrible and just unwelcome and unwanted, and how much of a low-life scumbag you would come off, where someone's telling you stop. No means no, and it's just I'll be in love with you forever. Fucking, what the fuck is wrong with this person?
I feel torn, Adam, because I can see exactly what you're saying. I can see it totally from your perspective, but on the other side, I've been talking to Jdubs long enough to know that although he's laughing now, your words are really he's gonna be carrying them around
I've heard worse. I mean...
Yeah, but I know you, Jdubs. You're gonna be telling me how bad Adam hurt you for the next few days. And that's hurtful to me, to hear somebody in that kind of pain. And I don't know what I can do to make things better.
You've done all you can, John. I mean, it's not your fault. I mean, you got a hold of him for me. I mean, you did all you could. I mean... Say that again. What happened?
I think part of letting somebody go is there's a period there where you just have to take the pain. I'm not being silly here. I'm just
very sensitive, though. Everyone knows that.
Well, again, you just got to take the pain and wait for it to go away and just do the right thing.
It's so fucking stupid because there's not something that was between us that anyone's losing here. That's the That's what's even crazier about this. It's not like we were best friends, close buddies, and I lost a friendship or something. It's all fucking in Jdubs' head that there was ever anything at all. It's not a loss. It's just, what the fuck? Move on from nothing happening. Went from nothing happening to still nothing is still happening. It's accepting that nothing is going on and that you're just completely crazy for thinking that anyone wants to have anything to do with you. Because of the fucking way you are. People say, hey, don't do that, it bugs me, and you fucking do it back 1,000,000 times and fucking just keep on. You call them up at 2 in the morning and fucking do it to them. What the fuck is wrong with you? Stop.
I'm just wincing a little bit because you're not really pulling any punches at him. You're letting him have it. And Maybe you have to do that at this point. I don't know. Maybe you've been pushed to this point.
I really have been pushed, because look at, throughout this whole conversation, I'm telling him, you need to fucking stop, and what does he do? Oh, I'll just keep on doing it, because that's how I am. It's like, man, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I have no options, other than just to be cruel to him. And I'm not being that cruel, really. Like, I mean, this is just what people who watch one of his videos are like, oh, look, he's a fat, retarded faggot. So what? That's just like the starting point with him. I'm not being especially cruel.
Oh, man. That's rough. That's like the starting point? Damn.
It just strikes me. I don't think it's in your nature to get like this very often, Adam.
No, it's not. I've been harassed by this person for fucking like 2 years now. He keeps on doing this to me.
2 years.
I don't. Can I just say that when you use the word person, it still makes me seem like a human being. How about? Can you call me like a Neanderthal or like maybe like some sort of like earlier primate or some like lower scum like troglodyte?
Wait, what about? Let's talk about your racism if you want to bring that up. What would you consider a lower life form? Because we've had this conversation where you said that black people are lower life forms. Let's bring that into the mix.
There's only one race, and that's.
You're trying to fucking pull that over on me, but I'm gonna pull it back over on you. When I said that you descended from an ape, and you said that you were ashamed to have been descended from black people, but you weren't ashamed to be descended from apes. Like that right there, you're detestable. Nobody should want to have anything to do with you. Yeah, you didn't say that. You used the N-word instead. You referred to black people as the actual N-word and said that. So, you're just as low as it goes. Like, it's as bad as it gets. Is there anyone worse on YouTube that you can think of?
I guess Irish are even lower, I guess.
What words has he called you, Adam?
Has he called me?
Yeah.
Tulip, fucking beautiful, sexy, lovely, dearest.
I would never use such a barbaric word like the N-word on Adam.
Wait, he actually calls you a tulip?
I don't know about tulip, but you get my point.
Okay.
And I always tell him, what the fuck? Don't say that. Don't come at me with that. I don't like that. But no, yeah, Jdubs has told me that he is a racist. He identifies as a racist.
I'm not a racist. I might be bigoted, but I'm not racist.
You're bigoted towards races, which makes you a racist.
Well, there's only one race. Well, the human race is only one race. There's only one race.
Right.
We're all human beings.
You see, John Paul, you're in the same dilemma that I'm in. Like, you have this quasi-friendship with this detestable person who you think is suicidal. So it's like, well, fuck. If I let them go or if I unleash on them, if I tell them like it really is, they might harm themselves, and then I'm going to feel responsible for that, and I don't want a person to try to end their life or whatever. So it's like you're stuck in that position. Right?
Should we get more? We should get more people in this conversation. Like, is there get Shredder and other people in this conversation? This would be good. This would be a great video. Or John, why don't you just let loose too?
You mean you want?
Just do it. Yeah, this would be great. This would be great. I'm in one of my highs right now. It's like I'm invincible right now. So just do it. Oh my God.
He thrives on this negative attention.
Who's he getting? Can we get heavy traffic?
I do feel, like Adam said, I feel in a dilemma where I don't want to be responsible for Jdubs hurting himself. And that scares me. It something I'm actually concerned about when he tells me he doesn't want to live anymore.
Yeah.
Well, there isn't any reason to go on. I mean, the world does suck.
Well, Jdubs was telling me this morning that the first thing he thinks about when he wakes up in the morning is whether or not he's gonna, off himself.
Right, but that's just an act. He's just saying that. Like, that's a feeling. He doesn't even have a method for doing that. Like, he doesn't even ever intend to do it. He just uses that. Exact same way. The way that you're trapped in this sort of basically like a friendship with him, you're obligated to try to stay friends with him, or else, if you tell him like it is because of the way he's acting, then he's going to act out with suicidal behavior. So you're like trapped. That's all that he uses it for.
I don't think I ever acted out in suicide with John Paul, though.
He just now said that you threatened, that you were talking about trying to kill yourself today. He said, "Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna."
Well, he said he doesn't want to live anymore. There's no reason to live. And
but when you're told that you're disgusting troglodyte and you're like a lower form, a life form, and I'm fat and retarded and whatever other words. Yeah, it's true, It's like objectively, it's not like Adam is like objectively correct,
Except for the trilodyke part, yes, because trilodykes don't exist, but yes, you are like mentally retarded, basically. You're fat. That's objective. You're fucking sociopathic. What else did you say? Yes, you're disgusting. Yes, you're a slob. Yes. You don't try to do anything about those things. You don't try to improve yourself. You just fucking go and cling on to people and make their lives a fucking living hell.
Like a leech.
I don't know, is there anything we haven't covered?
I don't think so. I think we're just... there's nothing has changed. Like,
I consider myself...
He's just gonna fucking keep on.
We haven't mentioned Brett Keane at all. Is he relevant to this conversation?
I do consider myself a decent person. Like, I don't know.
Remember that the next time you tell me you're scum and you want to die. Remember what you just said.
I need G-Man. Someone get a hold of G-Man now.
Mr. Brian Bareback donated $4.99 through Super Chat. This holiday season I'm thankful for beans, rice, Jesus Christ and secular opinion.
Season's blessing be upon you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Well,
you consider yourself a decent person. I'm glad you just said that.
More so than most people. I would never go on a rampage on someone like Adam would do.
Actually, you know what, John Paul, there is something that didn't come up because he just now said he wouldn't go on a rampage on somebody. I wasn't going to bring this up. I wasn't going to bring this up initially, but I think at this point it's necessary because he's not agreeing to stop contacting me.
Just do it. Let's go full speed. Just think of everything I ever done and let's talk about it. Do it.
Well, this is one of the biggest things that made me realize, holy shit, I do not want to have anything to do with this guy after he told me this.
Maybe I shouldn't hear this. This is not good.
John Paul, why don't you ask Jdubs? Why don't you ask him about the incident with the baseball bat?
What happened with the bat, Jdubs?
I used to do Little League. Is that what he's talking about?
Did you hurt somebody with a bat?
I don't think so. Did I?
Did you break something with a bat? You furniture or computer or something?
I've broken computers before when I've been mad. Yeah. Never with a baseball bat though. Adam, let's just hear it. What do you got for me?
Well,
You know what you did. You know what you did. You're fucking playing stupid.
I say so much shit. Just say it. I can't remember everything I say. I'm out of my mind, remember?
What did he do, Adam?
I guess I hit someone with a baseball bat. I didn't remember fucking doing that. Shit.
Adam, refresh his memory.
Did you hit somebody with a bat, Jdubs?
I don't know. No.
You don't know. You don't recall.
I don't recall. No, I don't. Absolutely would never hit someone with a baseball bat.
You would never do that, would you?
Nope.
So what did you do then?
What did I do? What?
You know what we're talking about. You're playing stupid right now. Everybody knows it.
Just fucking say it. I mean, instead of making
it's better if you actually clarify what happened than to have me say it, because it's going to sound better if you actually just admit what you did.
It's not going to sound
Instead of
better.
playing
The conversation. This has been what is this? An hour conversation already, and it's been the most vile shit I ever heard. So let's just.
But you're not innocent. You're not innocent.
I'm not innocent.
You're harassing me. You're fucking threatening people with baseball bats and things like that. You're
Who did he threaten with a baseball bat?
That's why I want him to explain what happened.
Explain
what you did. Explain whose car you fucking smashed up with a baseball bat and you threatened them. Come on, tell us the story.
Oh, I didn't smash a car up with a baseball bat. See, Adam, no, it wasn't with a baseball bat. See?
Oh, wasn't it? It was a crowbar. What was it?
No, I hit someone's car. I kicked someone's car door.
But what were you holding? What were you using? Was it
a fucking liar?
Well, do we have to get the person I kicked the car in here or something? Should we call them?
But what was in your hand? Was it like a billy club or?
Nothing was in my hand.
You basically almost killed a person with a baseball bat and you destroyed their fucking car with it. And you told me this story. You told me this story. You were breaking down, crying, bawling your eyes out because you wanted me to feel sorry for you, that you had to go through this. You had to go through this. Feel sorry for me that I, for no reason, got mad at my friend and nearly killed him with a bat. And I can't control myself. And you wanted me to feel sorry for you. You wanted me to feel sorry for you that you almost murdered your fucking friend with a baseball bat.
It wasn't with a bat.
Then what was it?
I would never take a weapon to someone.
You're such a fucking liar.
It's not true. I'd skip the person in here. You want me to call them up? I kicked their door, John. I kicked the fucking door with my foot.
You're such a liar.
It was a fucking big dent. It cost like $300, $400 to get fixed.
Why did you kick their door?
We had a disagreement.
But Jdubs, okay, even if what you told me that day, the last time I talked to you other than tonight, if what you told me was a lie, why would you lie and say that you nearly killed your friend with a baseball bat and fucking fucked up their car for no reason? Like you were doing that, like, oh, you want me to feel sorry for you that you can't control your anger. Do you do a lot of drugs?
I used to do drugs in high school. I don't do that anymore.
So then, was I sure that you weren't on drugs? Is that what you said?
I don't remember ever saying to you that I hit someone with a baseball bat. Like that doesn't even sound like me.
You threatened someone with a bat and you smashed up their car and you're threatening to kill them.
Yeah, I smashed up someone's car with my foot. That's correct. Yeah, I did that.
That's the thing, John Paul, is that, listen to this. Like, he told me the story. Like, did he just make that up for me to feel sorry for him? And he thought that
Adam, it would help
going
Adam,
through this?
Adam, it would help me if you just relate the story as you remember it be relayed to you.
I already did. Like, basically, he was drawing up memories from his past that he was telling me all these things to make me feel bad for him. Like, oh, this is all the stuff that I went through, you know. My life has been so hard. And one of the things that he brought up was that he has anger problems and he can't control it, and, you know, feel sorry for me because I can't control my anger. Like this one time, my friend, for no reason, I almost killed him with a baseball bat, and he basically said that he was threatening his friend with a baseball bat, and that he smashed up his car.
That's pretty.
But the weirdest thing about it is that not only that he would do this, which is like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy that he would do this, but secondly is that he's using this story like to get sympathy because, oh, feel sorry for me that I can't control my anger. Not like, oh man, you know, maybe fuck, that's a horrible thing that I did to that person.
It doesn't even make sense, first of all, John Paul, because like, why would I use that story to make someone feel sorry for me when I can tell them like a dozen other stories that are like worse than that? Like, that doesn't even make sense. And first of all, I would never brandish a weapon at someone. That's just not characteristic.
You're such a fucking liar.
I would never brandish a weapon at another person. That's not my character. That's not what I do. That's not in my character.
So what do you do to threaten people?
I don't threaten people with fucking weapons. That's for fucking sure.
So you just.
Why would you tell me that you did, though, then? Why would you use that as a story from your past?
Unless I was fucking out of my mind that night, I didn't say that. Because I don't remember saying it, and I never would say that. It's silly. I would never do that.
You don't remember that conversation the same night that you were that you were yelling at your mom to make you a meal, like you were complaining that she didn't make the right meal, and you were being an asshole to your mom. The same night that you told me about the nails. The same night that you told me all these things from your childhood that you were claiming were suicide attempts that really weren't. And the last time I talked to you, you don't remember telling me about attacking your friend with a baseball bat and smashing up his car?
I smashed up the car. I kicked the door, and I kicked it once in the fucking passenger side of the car. I kicked the door.
And did you have a baseball bat? Did you have a baseball bat or a crowbar?
No.
Or any weapon?
Where would I get that from? If we're out and out, I think we were going to a movie. So if we were going to a fucking movie, why would I bring a crowbar or a baseball bat? That makes no fucking sense.
Well, then why would you tell me that happened, though, is the thing.
I didn't tell you that. You're silly. You already fucking ruined me forever. You don't need to throw fucking baseball bats on top of it.
You ruined him forever, Adam.
I ruined you forever. What did I do to you to ruin you? This is all things that I'm just saying, look, stop. This is what you've done. Stop doing it. How is that me ruining you? You're the one who's doing all this manipulative stuff. You're the one that did the baseball bat thing, which you are denying now. You're the one who's fucking harassing me and stalking me. You're the one that's sexually harassing me. You're the one that's flagging videos. You're the one that's doing everything.
I never flagged any of your videos, Adam.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's another thing, John Paul, is what I'm worried about is if I tell Jdubs, leave me the fuck alone, is he going to go and take my fucking channel down? Like, he's a sociopath. He has no fucking feelings for other people's... He has no sympathy. Well, I'll show you...
That is so fucking hateful. I should literally go to your channel and flag it down.
That's, I don't know if Adam finds that amusing, Jdubs.
No, I don't.
I'll show you. I'll flag your channel.
Well, everyone knows that that's what you fucking do.
So when you call him a sociopath, are you just kind of exaggerating, or you actually mean it?
No, I'm not exaggerating at this point. I really do think that, even though he won't admit it, he did tell me the story where he attacked his friend, and just all the types of things that he does to manipulate people, like the nail incident. I think that, and the way he doesn't even remember, like he'll say, like for example, I came to him for help, right? He doesn't remember that. Oh, it was a girl or something. I don't really remember. Like, he doesn't actually pay attention or care about other people's feelings at all. All he cares about is his own feelings.
Adam,
doesn't.
you can't sit here in one breath and say that something's wrong with my brain, and then on the next breath saying that I should fucking verbatim remember everything that happens. When you know that I don't have a good fucking memory in the first place. You know that.
Well, then you're mentally retarded. Are you mentally retarded?
Yeah, I have fucking learning disabilities.
Okay, then you're mentally retarded.
Thank you. Yeah, according to New York State, I go to special ed school when I went to school. So, thanks.
Okay, good, great.
So you're saying he's a mentally retarded sociopath?
Well, I'm just saying. My point of that is, okay, I remember some of these details, and he's saying, "What? What happened with the baseball bat? I don't know what you're talking about." So, I mean, who's more reliable? Someone who's not mentally retarded or someone who is mentally retarded?
So you're saying he's got like conveniently selective memory?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He's saying, oh, when it's convenient for him, he's a fucking retard. But when it's not convenient, oh, they call me a retard, I'm going to kill myself now. Like, it's just, he picks and chooses when it's convenient to be retarded and when it's not. And, oh, I remember it like it was yesterday. Like, he knows, when he's trying to claim that he remembers something vividly, oh, he has a fucking sharp memory. He has the greatest memory. But when it's like, oh, I did something wrong, I don't remember anymore, now I'm mentally retarded. Like, it's bullshit. It's a bullshit cop-out.
Did I ever tell you about the front of the baseball bat, John?
No. But you never told me about the nails until I asked you about them.
I told you, I alluded to the baseball bat thing to you, didn't I, John?
I think you did, yes.
Yeah. So if Jdubs, as Jdubs is trying to say that I made this up, I would have had to have made it up a long time ago.
Right.
And we know that Jdubs is a fucking liar. You lie all the fucking time.
Well, I mean, it's plausible.
You're caught in a lie.
It's plausible he told you the story and said something to the effect of, if I had had a baseball bat, it would have been even worse. Or, I mean, something like that. But,
right. Well, I mean, I agree that it is possible that the way he explained it is there was a miscommunication because of the way he doesn't actually say words right and stuff, and just express.
We're almost done with this, folks. Yes, Vaughn is live. He's sitting at his workbench like Santa's little elf singing songs. So we'll check in and see if it's worth watching. But let's finish this off.
Weird expressions that he uses and stuff. But basically, that was my understanding from what he told me, was that not that he went up to someone and actually beat them with a baseball bat, but he threatened them, and he did scare them into thinking that they were going to be beaten with a baseball bat, and he smashed their car up. So maybe if he said he had a bat and he kicked the car, but he said, I had a bat and I was threatening him and I smashed the car, and I assumed he meant he smashed the car with a baseball bat, it's his problem for being a fucking retard and not knowing how to talk.
Jdubs, why would you want to scare somebody that badly?
I don't want to talk about what happened that day.
Okay.
Yeah, why would you want to do that to somebody? Like, why are you not sticking up and defending yourself? Are you really that, like, shitty of a person that if I say, hey, what, you fucking did this, and you just say, oh, you don't explain, well, no, really, this is what happened? Like, what really happened that you would even do that to somebody's car? Even if you just kicked it.
I'm a terrible person. I'm a horrible person. I ruined someone's car. Yeah.
Did you pay for it?
No. He was a good friend, and he forgave me.
Maybe he's a bad friend for forgiving you.
No.
I think Jdubs really does need to get some medication, because, to be fair, a lot of people who were abused as kids grow up and do things like the story you just described to me, and Jdubs was, he tells me, severely beat by his dad growing up.
Yeah, but he says that, but listen to how he exaggerates everything. Look at how he says that we were the best friends of all time. Like, how do we know what he's saying is even real? That he was beaten so severely. Maybe he got a spanking or something and he makes it out to be like the worst thing that's ever happened. That's what I fucking hate about Jdubs, is you don't know what's real. Like, he exaggerates things so much and makes it so emotional that even just a spanking would be a, you know, oh, he was severely beaten.
The way he described it was pretty traumatic. He said his dad would take his head and literally slam it into the wall. And I hesitate to even talk about this because I know this is really personal for Jdubs, but you were abused, right, Jdubs?
Correct.
Well, I mean, that fucking sucks. That's unfortunate that that happened. And you know what? I do sound like an asshole saying maybe he wasn't abused if he really was abused, but at the same time, how can you trust anything he says? He lies about everything.
I don't consider you an asshole, Adam.
Like, nobody should be abused like that. I mean, if I were a parent and they were acting the way that Jdubs does, I would want to fucking abuse them. Because, man, I swear, like, okay, if somebody deserves abuse, it's people like Jdubs. But that doesn't mean it's okay, and I'm not condoning that. But I guess my point is, I just don't fucking believe anything he says. You can't believe anything that comes out of his mouth. Because he invents stories like that to get false sympathy, to get sympathy from people.
I would like to think of myself as somewhat of an honest person, but...
Yeah, but you're not. You have a delusion. You're in denial. You're not an honest person. You know you're not. You're a fucking liar. You get caught in lies all the time on YouTube videos and stuff. You lie.
Twisted Skeptic donated $20. Merry Christmas. Thanks for all the lulz. Have a couple drinks on me.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. Merry Christmas to you too.
Like, it's not like... It's a well-known fact that you lie on a regular basis. And people can plainly see that.
So he's a pathological liar, homophobe, bigot, sociopath.
Yeah. Yeah.
Racist.
Yeah. The racist, yeah.
And,
or at least he used to be. He claimed that he's no longer racist, so I don't know. Maybe he changed his ways on that. Now that he's come out of the closet, maybe he's not as much of a homophobic person either, but, you know, maybe that's progress.
If you did come out of the closet, Jdubs, you could conceivably, say, some of your past behavior here that's been questionable. You could say it was born from the frustration of not coming out of the closet, and now that you've come out, you're going to be a better person.
Well, John, I think that if that's the case, I think coming out of the closet is probably the worst thing to do. Okay, it's just not going to help the situation one bit.
This is what I don't understand that's going on right now. We're both, well, there's three of us here. The two of you are making believe that Jdubs has not already come out of the closet. But when you say, I'm gay and I should come out of the closet, that's coming out of the closet. You're admitting that you're gay. Or bisexual. Like, you have already admitted that you're bisexual. Not in those words. You said, you're contemplating whether or not you should actually tell people that you are gay. And you're publicly doing it, so you've come out.
Can we call it something else? Like, there's people that call themselves pansexuals. I prefer that term. It sounds much more nicer.
I don't know. Before tonight, I never really thought seriously about him not being heterosexual. To be honest with you, Adam, I just didn't think of him as gay.
Yeah.
My father was, not on the up and up.
Listen to Jdubs' voice next time he talks, and tell me that you didn't think he was gay the way that he talks.
This big old gold thing over here. The gold.
You know, I've heard people on YouTube who I did think was gay based on their voice, but Jdubs is not one of them.
That's surprising to me. Like, I mean, when I first started making YouTube videos, like, I could tell that I talked a lot more like gay than I realized, and when I saw myself on video, I was like, oh my god, I talk like such a faggot. Like, I'm so, like, I have all these little gay things that I do, like mannerisms and things, and I kind of toned it down a little bit.
Who the fuck is the bigot? Who the fuck is the bigot who's gonna put, like, put people in boxes and say this is a certain way people do things and shit? Come on. What does that say?
So, John, were you
listening to... might as well just sit here and say black people have watermelon, they eat fried chicken, Asians are good at math,
Do you see the way he talks with the kind of a gay lisp?
I'm like a Bernie Frank.
I just don't hear it now. You take somebody like Palace, obviously.
Bernie Frank. I mean, come on.
I don't know. It's hard for me to just come out and ask you, "Are you gay?"
Because it's like not the right thing to do. Like to say that to someone is wrong. Like.
That's why.
Why is that wrong? Why is it wrong to be gay?
No, I'm not. Well, I mean.
Well, someone better make sure to let them know we're doing the Jdubs tapes listening session. I mean, my goodness.
I mean, I don't want to get into that subject, but
to ask know that you are.
Is this?
You've already said it.
Is this why you missed talking to Adam? You missed him telling you were gay?
That's what I'm saying is, okay, I'm like, oh my god. I feel like I have to be extra mean in this conversation just to show that there isn't anything going on between us, and it disgusts me that he would even say that, but it's like, I'm not like, encouraging him to come out in some, like... It's like you're a fucking pussy if you don't just admit what you are, basically. That's what I'm saying.
I am a pussy, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, so just fucking... You've already said that you are, so just fucking admit it and stop making videos gay bashing when you're fucking gay yourself. It's so fucking hypocritical. Don't you think so, John?
If he's actually gay, yeah, it would be pretty damn hypocritical. But in a way, if we post this interview or this conversation, it will essentially be the coming out of the closet.
If we post this video, I'm not fucking showing my face anywhere on the internet ever again.
Oh God! Thank God! Thank God we got your fucking permission at the beginning, so we can, and you will fucking disappear.
This is horrible. How am I supposed to make a video after this? Like, what am I gonna show? I'm gonna I'm gonna wear like a sweater vest and like ashcots and like a pipe and like like sit down in like a chair and talk about. And this is terrible. I mean,
I don't know. What do you think, John Paul?
This is terrible. Me coming out of the closet would be on like the same level as like Rick Santorum coming out of the closet. This is terrible.
Okay, John Paul, you didn't see the video holding hands in foreign lands, but Jdubs has already come out of the closet, basically. He's already said that he likes men in
I have that on my Blip channel.
sexual way.
That's still uploaded on the internet on my Blip channel, if anyone wants to see that.
There's like a denial about this where it's like, he's already admitted this, he's just not identifying as it. Therefore, we're not going to say that he is.
So, Jdubs, would you have any objections to me posting this video with the title, Jdubs comes out of the closet?
The channel, I mean, the video should be like Jdub comes out of the closet with a fucking pounded on his head, you know? It's like, this is the worst interview I ever had. Is this an interview, really?
This isn't an interview. This is more like a Jerry Springer type thing. Like, John Paul is Jerry Springer, and we're feuding about something. We're coming to terms with a problem.
Well, yeah, if this was like Jerry Springer, the next thing would be Jdubs getting down on one knee and proposing to you.
Adam, will you marry me?
No. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Disappear. Just go away. No.
I need to turn off the recording, you guys.
Alright.
Okay.
It just, the marriage thing was just too much, I guess.
Last question, Jdubs.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Do you consider yourself out of the closet now?
No.
Okay.
Can I ask one last question?
Sure.
This will be the last question I ever ask Jdubs, because after this he's never going to talk to me again.
Oh.
Would you consider yourself pansexual?
I don't know what that is. Like, all sexual? I don't know what that is. Like I was saying before.
You just now called yourself pansexual like 10 minutes ago.
Because it sounds good. I don't exactly know what it is.
You're a fucking idiot. You're such a fucking idiot. Okay. We can end on...
Okay, folks, so that is the end of the Jdubs tape, the full listening session. Quite insightful. So people are saying, I know Jdubs is over on the Twitch. Someone's saying they're talking about you know what. So we're going to wait a minute or two to check in. He's still got the football jersey on, folks. Oh, jeepers. We'll wait till he's got that out of his system, pardon the pun. In the meantime, let's catch up with a little Nats and the Pizza. He's doing heaven's work here. So, we got the truth, which was about the funeral expense scam that Von Helton's been running. And then we got this new one, On the Floor. Extended version. Latest variant. So this is his latest revision of the story. So let's check it out.
Like I said, Larry Frost installed cameras. There is not only video, but there is audio. I talked to Larry on those damn cameras. There is audio on those cameras. He did hear every word and everything that happened, and he did nothing. Okay, so I'm sorry. You can keep spinning this back onto me, but Larry is still just as culpable. Sorry.
How did you talk to Larry on the cameras?
You literally speak to the camera, and
he spoke back to you?
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck yeah.
Through the camera?
Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah.
I need to ask you a serious question. So there's allegations that you walked away from Alice. You saw her. Like, can you explain to me what happened?
Okay, first of all,
what
they're trying to say,
night?
okay, what
they say. I want to know what happened, Vaughn. You tell me what happened.
Well, here's I already did discuss it, but I'll discuss it again because it does bear repeating. Yeah. All right, I go in the morning, and I find her on the ground with a blanket and pillows, and I thought, well, some people are weird like that. Maybe she got done using the bathroom, and instead of getting back in bed, she made her a pallet on the floor and went to sleep. That was my initial reaction. And so I went to her, and she was still kind of groggy. And I said, well, I'm not going to bother her. I'll let her sleep a little bit, and then I'll come back and check on her, which I did. And I come back and check on her, and she was still groggy, and now she was kind of unresponsive. I'm like, uh-oh. So that's when I went back to my house and called the ambulance.
So you went and saw her at least twice before you called the ambulance?
Absolutely.
Did you not? Okay, so you said that you've worked in nursing homes.
Yes. But like I said, she didn't seem overtly unresponsive until after I went back the second time, because after the second time, it's like, yeah, there's something wrong here. But they're trying to make it sound like I was away from her for hours and hours and hours.
How long between the first incident of her not really being that groggy and you calling the ambulance?
It wasn't even, I don't think it was even a half hour. I went back home. I got the dogs fed, and I come back over. And so, yeah, it wasn't even a half hour. And, but here's the thing the trolls aren't talking about. Larry had cameras in there. Larry had cameras in the fucking house that not only showed him what was happening, but he could hear what was happening. So why didn't Larry, when he heard this loud thud hit the ground, why didn't he call the ambulance?
Here's my question.
Didn't he come running out to the house to see what was wrong?
You said that when you first went in to see her, was she on the ground?
She had made her a pallet. She had made what we call a pallet. She had taken a blanket, laid it on the floor, put pillows up there, and was asleep on the blanket. We call that a pallet.
When you left her,
she basically made her a bed on the floor.
Well, let me ask you. I understand what a pallet is. What I'm asking is, when she went to bed that night, was she in her bed or did she make a pallet?
Well, that I do not know, because I left her at about 6:30.
And then you went to check on her again.
6:30. I left her about 6:30 after I gave her her supper.
And that's the last time you saw her.
Understand that Mom is not some immobile, disabled individual. She was up, around. She took care of herself primarily.
Exactly. And that's why I'm a little shocked by you went to see her and she was a little unresponsive, a little groggy on a pallet.
Yeah, but anybody, when you first, okay, hold on. When you first wake up, you're not going to be 100%. You're going to be like,
but she was on the floor. And I think that's where a lot of people are a little taken back.
I'm sorry, but
something that Alice did all the time.
I have
did she
seen,
sleep on the floor all the time?
I have seen perfectly normal people make pallets on the floor and go to sleep.
That's not the question. The question is, did Alice sleep on the floor on a regular basis? Is it something
not on a regular basis? But I mean, her
so
being,
wouldn't you think that it's a little out of character for here?
Yeah, I did, but I didn't think it was life threatening. Okay, I didn't think it was life threatening. People make pallets on the floor. I was an orderly, not a nurse.
You were an orderly, and as an orderly,
the point is that when I first made contact with her, she did not seem in any danger whatsoever. She just seemed like somebody that was a little groggy after being asleep all night, and that was it. And like I said, these fucks are trying to say I was away from her for hours on end, which is a total fucking lie. But anyway, my point is, Larry had cameras in that house that not only showed him what was going on, but he could hear what was going on. And when if she fell, which I don't believe she did, because she had a blanket on the floor, she had pillows on the floor, she literally made her a bed on the floor. Okay, so I don't think there was a loud thud. I don't think she fell. I don't think she could have been 100% lucid when she made that pallet on the floor, as far as I'm concerned. Because, I mean, you got to have a little bit of brains to make a pallet on the floor.
Okay, well, here's the story that I'm getting. This is what I'm hearing from the situation. Your mother hit the fucking floor. You heard her fall. You went over there and put a pillow and pallet underneath her to make it seem like she was sleeping. That's part of the bullshit story you told not too many days ago. You told that story.
I did not tell that story.
Yes, you did. You have changed the fucking story about what happened to Alice now. You have changed that fucking story. And it's sick, Vaughn. Do you understand Vaughn, this is like our third conversation.
No, I'm going to correct you. That's not what I said. What I said is that Larry should have heard, if she fell, Larry should have heard her hit the damn floor. That's what I said. Don't get it twisted. I never said I heard her hit the floor. I was in another damn building. How am I going to hear anything? Larry should have heard her if she fell at all, which she clearly did not, because she made a pallet on the floor and went to sleep. Okay. She was not in any danger that I was aware of. Okay. I'm not a god. I am not, I guess technically I could be considered clairvoyant, but anyway, it wasn't happening that day. Okay, so I wasn't clairvoyant that day. But anyway, the point is that no, I was in a completely other building. There's no way I could have heard her fall. What I said is that Larry, with them cameras turned on, if she had have fallen, Larry would have heard her fall. Period. End of story. He would have heard her fall. Why didn't he get in his vehicle and come running over here when he heard her fall from those cameras? Oh, because she didn't fall. She made her a pallet on the floor, put her some pillows down on the floor, and went to bed. There was no thud. There was no crash. There was no loud noises. She made her a pallet on the floor and went to bed. Why did she go to bed on the floor? I don't know. I don't know what was in her head at the time, but she made her a pallet on the floor. She went to bed. Period. End of story. Okay, let's not get this shit twisted and try to paint everything as Von Helton is this evil motherfucker that hates his mom. Because I don't hate my mom. And do you know why I don't hate my mom, Miss Parker? I don't hate my mom because I found out that these Frosts were manipulating her against me this whole fucking time. Been doing it for years, all the way back to Ohio. Oh
you refuse to admit the fuck shit that you do. And honestly, what happened with Alice, I do believe a lot of that falls on you, brother.
No, it does not.
Absolutely it does. Because you were the first responder. No matter how you cut the cheese, you're the first fucking responder.
The camera in the house was the first
responder. You got to check on them. You don't just leave them laying on the floor.
Well, the thing of it is, you know, like I said, anybody in my position would have said, "Oh, she made no." We at the time there was no knowledge of a stroke or anything
because
of that.
You did not give her the medical attention that she needed, and that's the problem.
Actually, I did give her medical attention.
Go check on them.
Okay, I did give her the medical attention she needed. Hold on here, people. No, I did not say it was an hour. That was a lie. I did not say that I did not give her medical attention, because I did. I did not say that it was my fault, because it wasn't. What I did say is that why didn't Larry, if there was indeed a thud sound, a falling, if my mother fell, there would have been a loud noise. It would have went over them damn cameras. And so why didn't Larry respond? Why didn't it's wonderful to spin this shit back onto me. But remember, folks, Larry had cameras in my house illegally, and he would have heard any noise that she made. He would have heard any noise. He would have heard her scream. He would have heard her fall. He would have heard her hit herself. He would have heard all that shit on the goddamn cameras. He would have heard it all. But yet he didn't respond. He didn't come over to the house. He didn't call the ambulance. He didn't do jack shit. But so it's real nice to spin this shit around and try to throw it back on me when Larry Frost already had those cameras in place, and those cameras were recording during the night, which means he would have heard everything. He would have heard it all. So why didn't he do something in the middle of the night? Oh, because there was no thud, there was no fall, there was nothing. She made her a bed on the floor and went to sleep. Now, why did she do that? I don't know. I'm not in her head, but she did that. And I come and I saw she was resting. I assumed she was fine. She was a little groggy when I tried to get her up for meds and shit. But I said, well, I'll let her sleep for a few more minutes. Minutes, not hours, damn it, minutes. So I went out, I fed the dogs. And I come back, checked on her again. She was still unresponsive. And then that's when I called the ambulance. In the meantime, Larry didn't do jack shit, even though he had cameras in there, even though he says, I'm so concerned about Alice. Well, he wasn't that day. So, you could keep trying to spin this back onto me all you fucking want. It's not going to help you. It's not. It's just not going to help you. Sorry.
It's mind-boggling to me, the way that you have responded to this situation. And I think that's what everybody else is upset about, because when my father was on the floor and he's on the floor, why is my elderly father on the floor? That's the first question. That's the very first problem in the situation. And that's where people are holding you accountable. Because if you see an elderly person on the floor, pallet or no pallet, this is not normal. I need to get you into the bed. You need to be in the bed. I don't care what they say. They might be a little lucid. You need to get back into the bed. I need to take care of you. I need to see what's going on here. This isn't normal. This isn't natural. That's the very first sign that something's wrong. And the reason why I'm upset is you saw that. You didn't even assume anything was wrong with it. You proceeded to, like you said, give her medication and leave her alone. This is why I'm holding you responsible. Me, Miss Parker, personally.
Just a few minutes. It was no hour. It wasn't even 30 minutes. It was just a few minutes. I went out. I fed the dogs. I come back. She was still unresponsive. And then that's when I called the ambulance.
Fun. What I'm saying is, when you see somebody laying on the floor like that,
on a bed that they made themselves, that they themselves made, which means they were conscious and lucid. Okay, stop. Okay, hold on. You have to be conscious and you have to be lucid enough to make the damn bed on the floor. So obviously she was lucid and conscious. You cannot be out of your mind and make a bed and put pillows down and shit. Okay, you can't.
What I'm saying though is, what is considered normal and healthy in our society is when you see an elderly person laying on the floor, doesn't matter how they got there, doesn't matter why they're there. You're supposed to get them up off the floor and get them into their bed, make sure that they're not injured, make sure that they're not having a problem. That is first fucking priority when you see somebody of that age who's ill in whatever way. You make sure that they're safe. Laying on the floor is not safe. I'm not saying you did something wrong. Other people can say that, but
yes, you are saying I did something wrong. You said I should have done something right then the first time I come in there. Yeah, so yeah, you are saying I did something. Like I said, Larry Frost installed cameras. There is not only video, but there is audio. I talked to Larry on those damn cameras. There is audio on those cameras. He did hear every word and everything that happened, and he did nothing. Okay, so I'm sorry. You can keep spinning this back onto me, but Larry is still just as culpable. Sorry.
How did you talk to Larry on the cameras?
You literally speak to the camera, and he spoke back to you. Yeah, absolutely. Fuck yeah.
Through the camera.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Okay. Let's go over here. We'll see what he's talking about. If he's talking about, you know what, I'm not gonna, anyways, we'll see. Vaughn, watch.
I'm sure the inspiration will come.
All right, here we go, folks. Live. Apparently the funeral home's been trying to get a hold of him. He won't answer the phone. I might have some insight of where Von Helton came up with the $7,000 scam. Larry had posted on Facebook that if they wanted to transport the body to Ohio, it would be $5,000. But she obviously already has a plot in Kentucky. So...
If you are just joining me, welcome to the world of beautiful aircraft. I called it that years ago, and that's exactly what it is. It's the world of beautiful aircraft. And, people really like this Haberstadt. And all it is, really all this Haberstadt is just a test bed, but everybody loves this Haberstadt. They love the colors of it, right? But really, it's a test bed to see how sturdy these here barbecue skewers can be, and apparently they can be pretty daggone sturdy because that wing ain't going nowhere, baby. Now, of course, it's reinforced with these tongue depressors / popsicle sticks, but still, I mean, that stuff ain't going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. It's good and strong. So we'll beat the tar out of it and see what happens, right? But the world of beautiful aircraft. That's what I coined that phrase for it a long time ago. Von Helton Flugzeugwerk, the world of beautiful aircraft. So
this is his plan, folks. If you're wondering what his plan is for getting, making money.
Basically, my channel is for those people who are bored shitless and have nothing else to do.
So rather than watch paint dry, you come and watch me build beautiful aircraft out of seemingly nothing. This here is called a Booker D7, for those of you who are not initiated. It is a World War I aircraft. That one over there with all the pretty colors on it is a Haberstadt D2. And I make these aircraft, and then I fly the shit out of them and smash them all to bits, see how well they survive. They're test beds. I have a Fault C1 out in the garage that's the same way. It's a test bed. See how they're going to survive, see how they make it in the real world. And so far, they've held up pretty well, actually. I'm quite impressed. They've held up extremely well. And now I'm working on a new plane, which this new plane could be a number of aircraft. It could be a Newport 11. It could be a Newport 17. It could be a Euler D1. It could be a Euler D2. And it could be a Siemens Schuker D1. So I could literally make this into a whole bunch of different aircraft simply by putting different insignia on it and making just a few slight adjustments here and there. I can make like 4 or 5 aircraft with this particular design. So now this one is going to be a Newport though, because this is going to be the first one, and so therefore, you know. My rudder though needs to be white. So I'm not going to even bother. I'm gonna leave it like it is. I'm gonna leave it there. But the rudder needs to be white. It really does. And so I'm going to cut me a white rudder out. And then that way all I got to do is paint the red and paint the blue, and then I'm done. And then that way, you know, I don't have to worry too much about that. Anyway, get the custom here. You're sitting down, right? Yeah. It will be glorious. Don't you worry. Don't you worry, folks. Yeah.
Fat Photog, are you still out there? This is gold. This is gold, I tells you.
Excellent. Back in it. Back in it. Once more into the breach. Better than watching paint dry. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let me get this. It's empty, but I'm still stuck up here. I'll let you knock it out before. All right, let's see here. Nice straight cut. Boom. All right. And it's all right. All right. Anyway. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ooh, a beautiful aircraft. And the cheeks are real simple because all the cheeks will be is just all that's going to be is just a couple of rectangles cut in two, not cut fully in two, but cut 3/4 in two, except for the paper on the bottom. And then you just fold it backwards, glue it up, and it's done. You got your cheek. I don't know why they fold it over on the videos. It seems a little bit more complicated. I mean, just cut it in half, fold it backwards, glue it down, and you're done. Why go to the trouble of cutting out a little strip of foam and then folding it over doubly like that? I don't know. Maybe because it looks a little bit better, it looks a little nicer, perhaps. But I mean, not very fast. So I just cut it in half, fold it back, glue it together, it's done. Anyway, so yeah. Right. We are cooking. Where's Chris cooking? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Nope, still just one person. Me. Okay. You reckon that body is too thick? What's double thick?
Okay.
Quit tearing up shit down there. Go to sleep. Crazy dog.
Alright, this is boring as fuck. We'll check back in. We'll see if he gets back in. Back on mic. Well, let's check out another Nats in the Pizza video. The truth. In case you missed it, Von Helton got caught in a funeral scam for $7,000. Let's check that out.
The funeral home and cemetery are wanting $7,000 to bury my mother. Why so much? I do not know, because everything's supposed to have been paid for.
So Vaughn, I just called them.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's already paid for.
What?
How did she get into arrears with the burial plan?
Well, she wasn't. She wasn't. But see, the thing of it is, everything with my mom's funeral was paid off. Okay, it was all paid off. But the thing of it is that, you know, they're saying that I still owe for the open and close, that I still owe for interest, and you know, because everything, you know, it's been so long since it's been paid for that everything has skyrocketed in price since then, and I have to pay the difference. I mean, they done me the same way, they did my dad the same way. Now they're doing mom the same way. So this is not surprising to me. It's not surprising to me that they come up with a gotcha. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. They did me the same way on my burial plot. I was not caught by surprise on this. Now I was caught by surprise by the amount. Because, you know, at first he says, oh, $1,500, you know, for the open and close. I'm like, well, shit, okay, you know. But then he whips out the $7,000, and it's like, oh, like I said, everything was paid off. But you see, it was paid off so many years ago, and everything is increased in price. That I shouldn't have to owe them a dime because everything was paid off. But that's not what they're claiming. They're claiming that because it was paid off so many years ago, that the cost has increased. The, you know, all the prices have went way up. And that I got to pay the difference.
Well,
okay, I have no clue.
The first step is to talk to your funeral director, right? Like that would be your first step. Go to the funeral home, and you need to sit down and find out what her policy is, how much is actually owed, what kind of payment plan you can arrange. If you, there's even options where you can kind of downsize the funeral. If she got a package that paid for something that's a little more expensive, you can bring it down and get maybe the cheaper casket and help to negotiate those prices. But that's what you're going to have to do. It's feet on the ground.
Well, unfortunately, that's in Ohio, so I'm going to have a problem.
I mean, if I'm sure Mrs. Parker can help you. You know, you two can get on three-way with the funeral home, and then we all can sort of figure out what to do from there, because I'm pretty sure they'll take people's money. Like, they want to get this stuff paid for.
They'll take people's money, but it has to listen. I know it sounds like you know, oh, Von Helton's just being controlling. No, I'm not. The funeral home is not going to have, you know, if you want to send them money, they'll take it, but they're not going to put it towards mom. They'll just say, hey, it's free will donation. Thanks, guys. Bye.
I don't. You know, if they do that, that's a big legal issue for them.
It has to come through me.
Right, but they have to be out of business pretty quickly at that point.
They have to know. They have to know that it's coming through me, though. See, there's nothing to understand. They want $7,000. There's nothing to understand. They want $7,000 to make this shit happen. That's what they want. Now I can start a GoFundMe. Right now, but they ain't nobody going to give no money. GoFundMe to pay for I just put a GoFundMe out there to, you know, for funeral expenses for my mom. I mean, people do it all the time.
Vaughn, look at the side chat. If that's a real Larry Frost, then is that the correct funeral home?
Huh? No, I haven't looked at the comments.
The private chat. The private chat, sorry. The private chat.
Oh, the private chat. Oh.
StreamYards, yeah.
Yeah.
So if that's the real Larry Frost Sr., then if that's the correct funeral home, then I'm guessing that is the real Larry.
I don't know. Let me see. I don't see the name of the funeral home in the private chat. Where do you see that at? I don't see the name of the funeral home in the private chat.
I just typed it in the side chat, Vaughn. Does it start with the letter B?
Well, that's the funeral home, yeah.
Okay. Well, Vaughn, I can real quick. Well, I can contact that particular place, and I can mute, and I can find out if we all can, you know, donate directly, and we can get it, you know, settled.
At least an idea, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a really quick conversation.
Would you want me to do that?
Do what you want, but I tell you, you're just wasting your money, because if it ain't through me, they're not going to put it towards mom at all. I know you think I'm crazy, but I ain't.
Well, no, I didn't say you're crazy. I just wanted. I mean, people genuinely do want to help. So,
like I said, you give them some money, I guarantee you they'll take it. I guarantee they will. They'll take your money, guaranteed they will. But will they put it towards my mom's funeral? No, and they don't have to. Why? Because it's not going through me. That's why. Now you can give them all the money you want. You can give them $100,000. You know, I'm sure they'll take your money. I don't have no doubt they'll take your money. That's not in question. What's in question is will they put it towards my mother? And the answer is no, because it's not going through me.
That sounds like Drag. I think Drag's on the phone with them. So
Vaughn, I just called them.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's already paid for.
What?
I literally just called them, and I asked them to double check, open and close casket, everything, and she repeated again.
$7,000 has been paid,
and she said everything has been paid for.
It's a Christmas miracle.
There you go. Nothing to worry about there.
Okay.
There you go. Now you can move on from that problem.
Yeah. All right.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Drag. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Drag, for taking your time to do that.
Well, who paid?
Thank you, Drag.
She didn't disclose, but she said it was already paid for. That was her exact quote.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
All right.
So there we go. That's perfect.
Yeah. All righty.
Let's see what the great Von Helton's up to now. That looks fucking safe. Can only work out good.
Okay. Chip up now. Keyword being should. Yeah, it should. Go my ego, man. Then they're good and snug, wasn't it? Okay. The tuck wing. One of me. Tuck wing. Yes. This foam board seems a little bit more stiff.
So remember, folks, his plan is to make enough of these and sell to sustain himself at this rate. Even if there was, I'm not sure on Crane Creek, right, what the demand is for, shoddy cardboard and foam airplanes are. I don't know that market. But assuming there is, at this rate, how many planes would Von Helton have to make in what amount of time to make it worth it? Right? Like, at what point is it just futile? It's just, folks, maybe Von Helton goes out with a whimper. We don't know.
Right. Come on, let go. Let go my ego. Let go my ego. Yeehaw. There is one of the fuselage halves. Right. Oh, this one's already come out of that. There it goes. There it goes. All right. This is the turtle deck. But gee, Von, how do we know it's the turtle deck? We ain't got these problems. That's why. It ain't long. It ain't as long as the airplane. All right. Chimney. I remember that. Let's check that. Aha. I'm coming. All right. 1, 2, 4. There we go. Now we got it over there. We got it out of there. All right. There's the belly. There's the turtleneck. One piece of leather. And then we get the other piece of leather. Oh. Like I said, better than what you paint dry. Yeah. Where we at? 11:21. Dan will be out of work at 12. John should be home any minute. Hopefully. Keep him safe, gods, until he gets to the house. I didn't know that Crazy Bull would be walking at night, especially at midnight. Oh, well, not almost midnight. What am I going to do with that guy, man? What am I going to do with him? Anyway, pieces out of here. So I can get back to cutting again. Rest this all cut out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Yeah. A little better. Yes. But maybe not. Nope, don't think it did. Shit. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't cut that one. That's pretty good. Well, that's correct, that oversight. No, okay. There we go. Now we got her done. Get her done. All right. Oh yeah, before I forget, Death to the New World Order. Can't forget that part. Right, guys? Hell yeah. Can't forget that part. You will lose. 300 elite families, you will lose. The gods are on to you. Okay. Oh, sorry, Bob. Win. Not going to win. Not this time. Win. I'm not taking my helmet. No, I will not. What I will do is lay that over there. Because cut it out. Cut it out, man. Cut it out. Cut it out. Where will you go? Share that.
Folks, I'll let the audience decide. Give me a 1 in the chat if you want to stream this a little bit longer and see if anything actually happens. Because it's boring as fuck. Other than watching this hobbit fucking working his little fucking his Geppetto, if we can name that. If you want to see, keep watching this. I'm fine with it. I'll keep streaming it. Give me a 1. If not, give me a 2. We'll shut it down. If anything interesting happens, we'll cover it tomorrow night. What do you guys say? Okay, I think the ones have it.
Those things. Let's see. Who's going to check it? We'll flip it around. Let's have it. There we go. And flip it back around. We don't need any more of that. Just these little tiny curves. They're the ones that get me. They're the ones that get me. Okay. Because the blade don't want to bend that way, see? The blade wants to go straight. I'm trying to curve and now I sit back down. Y'all go to sleep down there. So go to sleep. Now make no more ruckus. closed up. That's a good something. All right. You don't want to talk about it, seems to me. You just turn your pretty head and walk away. Walk away. Aha. Come on, let go my 2 times. I go to cut this damn cone. I can't cut through both sides to save my ass. But then when I'm trying to only cut through one side of the foam, then I cut through both pieces of paper. Beats all I ever saw. But that's the way it happens. Almost every time. Almost every stinking time. It's like, man, what the hell? Alright. Yeah, we don't need the rudder because the rudder needs to be what? And I totally forgot. Perfect. This here is the elevator of a Newport 11, Newport 17, a Euler D1, a Euler D2, and a Siemens Schucker D1. So that's quite a few different aircraft. It's kind of like with the Haberstadt and the Pfalz and the Eindecker and the Moraine H. All using the same elevator, all using roughly the same body design. Now the Haberstadt has a different rudder, but all the rest of them, all the Pfalzes have it. The Eindeckers have the teardrop, or a comma, however you wish to call it. A lot of people call it a comma. Some people call it a teardrop. Yeah, comma is actually probably more accurate. But in any event, so now we've got our elevator bolt. So now, go up here. I've got to grab our fuselage. I'm going to go to test. And yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Outstanding. Wunderbar, wunderdick. Outstanding. All right. Got any other guests in there? Nope, just me. Hey, OTC. How you doing, man? It's the OTC. Morning, OTC. Evening, morning. Nope, still evening yet. Still evening. Ain't morning yet. All right, so. All right. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, it don't look so don't look so thin. I was so used to those thicker wings, the thicker wing cord that I just, Do you think you'll go to Ma's funeral at all? Wow, that's a good question. It depends on how I feel, obviously. I mean, some people are so emotionally distraught they can't go to a funeral. Now, am I going to be like that? I doubt that, but I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know. It all depends on how I feel, I mean, I could be just fine now, and, when the time of the funeral comes, I could totally break down and totally lose my shit. I don't, who knows? But as far as I know right now, I don't know. I really don't. I'm not trying to blow you off. I really don't know. I really don't know at this point. I guess I'll let you know when I know myself, right? Okay. So there we go. Pretty good. That looks pretty good. All right. Now we got our fuselage going this way. Put this in here. It's an idea what we are. Oh, maybe. I keep it from falling. Okay. Now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, man. It's gonna be glorious, dudes. Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. Yes, it will be glorious. Looking good. Looking. Excellent. That's easy out. Now don't worry about the rubber. What? Oh, yeah. It's all good, man. But first, let's go sit down. Like I said, man, you're much pain dry.
Just got to take a break. Wore out.
Right, there seems to be two camps out there right now that seem to be warring amongst themselves, I reckon. You got one camp out there that says I look like Fat Thor. And you got the other camp out there that says I look like Thor's daddy, Odin. So, which camp is right? I think I actually favor Odin more than I do Thor. But, so anyway, that's the two camps that are out there going back and forth. If you'd be so kind as to leave a comment, let me know which one you think which camp you think I fall into. That would be awesome. You don't have to, but it would be kind of nice. Especially since we're on interactive media. God, what is it about people? They don't want to fucking leave comments on my shit. What the hell? Why is it? Have I got cooties or something? I mean, what? I go to somebody else's thread, and it's just all kinds of comments and emojis and likes and dislikes and say, everybody's just chipping in. Go to my thread, crickets. It's like, what the fuck? Am I invisible? I might be. But yeah, man. Nobody wants to leave comments on my parents. Why? What's up with that? Very weird. Very weird, man. Very strange. All right. Anyway, back to cut. Oh, yeah, that's gonna hurt tomorrow. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's gonna really hurt tomorrow. Damn. Oh. Oh man. I get down here. I may not get back. You guys may have to go to 911 to get my ass out of the car. That would be funny, but yes, it would. Yes, it oh. Yeah, not fun. Definitely not fun. But oh, the rest of the shit. Damn. There's still a piece. Oh, there's a piece of belly off. Now I do get it. That wasn't. I've said this once, I'll say it again. Any troll that wants to trade me their good feet and legs for my bad ones, they want to trade me their good back to my bad one, they want to trade me a good hip for my bad one, feel free. Let me know. Let me know. Who knows? Technology of the future may be able to make us swap our legs and shit. You never know what to do. I'm going to come up with all kinds of crazy shit. But anyway, the question of the day. Am I Odin, Thor's daddy, or am I Fat Thor? Which one am I? Which one am I? There's two camps, and they're back and forth. So which one am I? Oh. That feels so. All right. Separate it from foam base. Base foam. Foam base. ET foam home. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please, please me. Oh, yeah. I got Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Please, please me. Oh, yeah. I got you.
How you doing, Vaughn?
Hey, I hear voices.
Look who joined.
Yeah, it's me.
Look what the cat dragged in, folks.
Well, I'm glad you made it home safe and sound, brother.
Huh?
I said I'm glad you made it home safe and sound.
Oh, yeah, I've been home for a little bit. I was just waiting for the wife to go to bed.
Oh, okay.
You know, just I don't want her to be on camera and all that. And I don't
Well,
want,
yeah, I mean, a walk
I don't
like
want
that's
people
going
to
to
hear
take
her
a little
voice.
bit out of you. So, yeah, I mean, that stands to reason.
So you're cutting out the foam board. That's good.
I'm cutting the shit out of foam. Yes, sir. Cutting the shit out of it. Yes, sir. I'm about done, really. I got, all I got's really the power pack left. I totally forgot the rudder's got to be white because I got to have that white center stripe, right? And then I paint the red on the, paint the red on the back and the blue on the front. I got it mixed up there. I think I may still have it mixed up. Anyway, red and the blue. I'm gonna paint red and blue on it, and then the rudder itself will be white.
Okay.
And it totally slipped my mind that the rudder had to be white, but I was trying to get everything on one sheet of foam to save money, and it almost worked. But then I totally forgot the rudder has to be white instead of tan. So.
That's just cool. So so what is it? What type of plane are you building now?
Say again. I'm sorry.
What type of plane are you building now? What is this one called?
This could be any number of aircraft. It could be a Newport 11. It could be a Newport 17. It could be a Euler E1, a Euler D2, or it could be a Siemens Schuckert D1. It could be any one of those planes. They all use the same body look and the same rudder and elevator and everything. It's just different. You know, some of those are German, some of them are French, and the British used it as well. So I could paint it with British markings and paint it in camouflage with British markings. There is just a plethora of things that I can do with this particular body style. It's crazy. It's just like with the Eindecker and the Halberstadt and the Pfalz. They all use the same fuselage. They all use the same elevators, and they essentially use the same wings even. And then it's just a matter of, putting the proper accessories on there, like a different shaped rudder or a different marking of some kind, or maybe a different kind of support strut or something. But other than that, it's purely cosmetic. Mostly it's just the same old thing. So it worked out pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Lots of options open to me. And that's always a good thing. Oh, okay. Do this last corner here. I will be done cutting here momentarily. And then I'll go back in there. I got to go back in there because the lumbar support anyway. I don't have a choice.
Yeah, I finished eating dinner. I spent time with the wife. So, I got to wind down here. We're going to actually me and my girl, we're going down to the local city hall tomorrow to get our marriage license and get married. So we're going to make it official tomorrow.
Well, like I said, you obviously have my support, whatever endeavor you decide. You obviously have my support.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited for you. I really
And we
am.
got an extra room here in the house, so if you ever if you ever want to come up and visit for a day or two, you always have a place to stay here.
Yeah, certainly.
Yeah.
If things change and my situation improves dramatically, I can consider doing exactly that. But right now, everything's up in the air. So, but if my situation improves, then yeah, I might. Of course, I ain't coming up here in wintertime. Fuck that. I come up when it's nice and warm.
There you go.
But yeah, I've had my share of cold in New York, and yeah, I didn't care for that. It's just too damn cold for me. But it's all in what you get used to, I guess, huh? Man, that sucks tight in there. Wow, it is not wanting to relent at all. There go my egg on there. There we go. Okay. All right, we will hold off because all I got left is the power pack. So we'll hold off. And besides, I need to get back here and get behind that lumbar support so my back ain't screaming. Let's see here. I think these are too big. These ones that are too big. I gotta use this right here. These little 1-inchers. There's essentially the bottom wing.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like that.
That's
I
pretty
use little
cool.
1-inchers for these. Huh?
That's pretty cool looking.
Yeah. Oh, it's
That's
gonna
real
be neat.
cool.
And I got, like I said, I got these newer. I made a slightly darker white so that I could see the white. I can see the whites of their eyes, but yeah, I can see the white now and can cut around it without having to do the hanging Chad thing. So that worked out pretty good. But here, I think what I'll do with this one, I'm either gonna put the swans on there, or I'm gonna put the Indian on there. But I ain't made up my mind yet which one.
Okay, I got you.
Maybe
you can't
we
do
could
both.
take a
You have
poll.
to have one or the other.
Yeah, maybe we could take a poll and see who, do you want the
All
swan or
right,
do you want
people,
the Indian?
donate the Vaughn. Whoever gets the most donations picks the swan or the
See
Indian.
what everybody wants. Everybody wants you. All right. Let me pour myself a thing of food, Jay. And I will be in there.
What you got? Swans going? You getting something to eat? Oh, orange juice. There you go. That's good stuff. I love Tropicana.
Actually, I probably should fix me something. I'm getting kind of hungry. So.
There you go. Fix yourself a Schwarns.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm making a little bit too much noise. I'm waking up the wife a little bit.
Let's see.
I'm actually kind of hungry. I'm going to look in the refrigerator for something to eat.
Say again? I'm sorry.
I'm going to grab myself something to eat too in the refrigerator.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. It's hard to hear with the furnace running, so.
No, yeah, I wait for you to get back in the room. I wait for you.
Huh?
I'll wait for you to get back in the room so you can hear me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute. Let me start this up and I'll be there.
Something out of me, man. I tell you, it's not. You know, oh yeah, man. We'll just whip this shit up in 5 minutes. Yeah, the hell you will. The hell you will. You ain't whipping up shit in no 5 minutes. Not where these planes are concerned. No fucking way. I was just remarking on, people's thoughts, oh, Biden should be able to just whip that shit up in 5 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, no way.
You know what? Tell all these fucking haters on the internet to suck on my dick for 5 minutes. How's that?
There you go.
Suck on my big red one. Suck on my big fucking hairy Jew dick for 5 minutes. How's that?
That's it. Did you see the notice on my fucking FB page that said the lead guitarist for Judas Priest collapses on stage after getting the vax?
Oh, really?
Yeah. It happened back in September, but the media covered it up.
Really?
All right, let's put that down for a moment, folks. Let's just put that down for a moment. I cannot confirm or deny that story. I'm sure Vaughn's got many of them. If he's going to talk about that bullshit, I'm not going to.
Concert.
Oh, boy, nice. Kentucky, huh?
He was in Kentucky when it happened.
Oh, here we go. Jesus Christ. Oy. Yeah, so Jdubs, his girlfriend that he met, a month and a half ago, who is now engaged, a man who couldn't afford his 1-bedroom apartment, or his 1-bedroom, actually it was just 1 room, could spend $1,000 on an engagement ring, and now is getting married tomorrow, and sounds like they have a house. Wow, things have really moved quickly for him.
Some B12 and some zinc, and yeah, just all kinds of shit. Yeah. Dan says he's at work till midnight, so I guess he'll be in a few minutes. I don't know. He'll be in when he gets home, I reckon. I don't know. We will see.
I hope Dan's doing good.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so.
Oh. I love my wife. She buys all these wonderful teas. She bought like lemon flavored tea, ginger flavored tea.
Oh wow.
Citrus and lavender flavored tea. I mean, she's so good to me.
That sounds it. You need green tea though. Green tea is the one that's got all the health benefits to it.
Yeah, green tea. All tea is good for you. They're all good for you.
It's all good for you, but yeah, the green tea though especially because.
Well, I have green tea too here.
I looked up the health benefits of green tea, man, and there was a list as long as my arm. I'm like, damn, wow.
Yeah, green tea is pretty good for you.
Green tea is awesome. Yeah, hell yeah. So yeah, man, get some green tea and drink that shit daily, man. You should be all right. And like I said, get some vitamin B3, B6, B12, get some zinc in you, get some vitamin D in you, get some vitamin C in you, which is what I'm drinking right now. It's called orange juice. And that's chock full of vitamin C. And I got my little bag of seeds. Johnny, just call me Johnny Appleseed. I got my little bag of seeds and drop me some seeds and some yogurt, and I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Yep. Just drop me some seeds and some yogurt, and I'm good to go. Yeah.
You got an article for us to read?
Oh, I got plenty of them.
Beeping. Yep, beeping.
My phone's a beeping. It's a beep, 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 beep. Yeah, I got plenty of articles. You want an article? I got plenty. Got plenty of them, man.
Oh my God, Jdubs is such a lulz killer. It's like they went live earlier, like what, yesterday, technically now, I guess yesterday. And Von Helton he had compelling evidence of flat Earth because of Hennessy liquor commercial, right? Like this is what we're headed for. So folks, we're over 3 hours. I'm gonna cut this stream off. If anything interesting does happen in this stream in the second half, we'll keep an eye on it, and we'll cover it on the Christmas special. Folks, technically we're after midnight, so it would be tonight at 11 p.m. We have a annual tradition that has become a yearly event, and I am so excited. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun tonight. So I'm going to cut this off now, folks. Thank you for joining me. Please thumbs it up on the way out. You know, all that kind of stuff. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And, yeah, we're going to have some fun.